Hey everyone, welcome to this devlog. I'm making an still unnamed horror adventure point and click. I have been working a lot of these frameworks, so when the actual game enters development, it will be easier to work on. One of the things that I forgot on the previous devlog was to explain exactly what this framework is, so let's get into it. This framework consists of a title screen markup, load and save management, all the shaders and palettes working, item management, a battle system, and finally, a game manager. I'll explain each of these without going into too much detail. The title screen mockup is self-explanatory. It allows you to have the load menu, the new game and the visual sound options. You can click on text buttons and all that sweet stuff. The load and save management is already done. You can save and load without any issues inside the game or games that I can do with this framework. With this, I don't have to worry about having to do saving or loading for the moment, as it is easy to add new stuff to save and load. The shaders and palettes are something I'm bringing over from Salazar House. As it currently stands, I can add more palettes as I please. It's a very convenient system to work with. Another thing I worked with this was using a shader that made it so I could use Game Maker's room effects. So there is going to be even more tools I could use with my games. The item management part of the framework is having the items to be accessible and to be mixed with other objects in game. So you can open doors with keys on your inventory or use the items to solve puzzles. You can heal yourself using items and even mixing items with another item. For the battle system I use the basic attack and run commands, but the more interesting part of this is that I mix the item management part of the framework. What this means is that I could make use of any item that you have in the game and make them do something to any enemy in the game. It doesn't sound as incredible, but I guess that you have to see it in the actual game to understand the potential of this. And finally, a game manager. The game manager is the heart of this framework. This will be version 3 for my game manager. The first version was inside of Salazar House, the second one was in Sabin. So, what it actually does? It holds instructions and acts upon them. It sounds really simple, and it is, but what it makes it special is that it controls everything in the game. Fade in, fade out, buttons enable or disable, showing text on the screen, having different choices to take, a screen shake, and a lot of other things. So, each clickable option sends the game manager an instruction. Once the game manager executes them, the control has to be returned to the player. An example of this is moving between screens in the new manager. First, it deactivates the controls, makes the fade in appear, changes the rooms, makes the enemy updates if they are in the map, and makes the fade out. And then, after everything is done, it activates the controls again. That's how you move in the game. Adding or removing actions is really easy and convenient. It will make the actual development of the game go so much faster. Nightmare Sabin's game manager was really easy to work with, and I'm really looking forward to work with this new version. So, now that I explained what my framework is, I feel that I have to explain why I made it. As I said before, it is easy to use. I only need to copy and paste the framework project and make a game with all the above features already in game. I don't have to worry to code everything from zero again. If I find any bugs with the framework, I only need to fix it once and I don't have to worry about them again. When I made Salazar House, I didn't have a framework in place. I had to code a lot of stuff without a good structure. That meant that there was a lot of stuff that could go wrong without me knowing it, as the code was a mess, and adding stuff to the game was really hard. It made working on the game a dreading experience. When I made Nightmare Zapping, I used a small framework really similar to this, and thanks to that I was able to work on so many channels and reuse a lot of my code on them. It was a joy working on the game, and that's how I want to work on my games. Not too much. I must finish some details with the enemy AI that I was dreading in the last devlog, but I'm almost finished with that. Have been working on something drastic visually speaking for the framework. I can't wait to show you all the new stuff, but yeah, the framework is more or less finished. I hope the next devlog means the end of the framework when I showcase the enemy AI and the new visuals. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you want to. It means a lot for me. And I'll see you all in the next devlog. Goodbye.